And I tell you, like, I mean, I was watching the news. So what the news does, they coordinate what they're gonna do before they do it. They say there was a madman walking through the movie theater, and the police had to apprehend him. He was out of place. He was wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing about it here. You know what I'm saying? You know, white people and African Americans, they got an ongoing beef that's going on. It's probably gonna always be like that. And then one day, African Americans and white folks gonna wake up, and the Latinos and the Koreans gonna have every ounce of power that they used to have, and they still gonna be bickering like hee-haws and shit, like we on hee-haws and shit. Yeah, you think it's a game like nothing, but it's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? While white folks and black folks arguing about civil rights and racism, man, Koreans and Latinos, they making money for real. They buying property, businesses. Man, I'm talking about they doing excellent. Like they really are. They doing excellent. You know, white people, they strong, but they not reproducing. They strong people. African American strong too, but they not reproducing. Latinos reproducing. You know? They making children. You know? Goddamn, white folks and Negroes are aborting, and the other races are not. You know? So there you have it. There's your shift of power right there. That's how it's gonna happen. You're gonna wake up one day, and all the newborns are gonna be from other countries. You know what I mean? The newborns gonna be from other countries, and now we gonna be some rebels. We gonna have a legacy, but it's gonna be dwindling away though. That's just how it go. Like, you know? If you don't reproduce in a society that's built on products and services, you're not gonna have no products. That's all I can tell you. And you're not gonna have nobody to keep your legacy going if you don't hurry up and start making some children. You know what I mean? Cause you know, I know you teaching that Tim cooking that shit, but you can't make no kids like that. That's all I can. That shit might be fun, it might be colorful, but it don't make no products. Like, it don't make kids that can make products. You know, you might be able to make no products, but you can't make human beings though. You can't make no humans like that. Like, you know, not in no natural setting, no way. You might do some surrogate shit. Man, that shit gonna take you so long to figure that out, though. You might just go hand it to the other goddamn races, like. If you're gonna try to keep up with them, and you doing a surrogate, you'll never catch them, like. You trying to be some homos and goddamn, you trying to buy you a baby maker, man. That's just goddamn, just give up. That's all I can tell you. You'll never beat them in a natural setting, like. That's all I can tell you. All I can tell you, I really hated for Henry Ford, because I used to study that Henry Ford, J.P. Morgan, Rockefeller. I studied that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? How them guys got their hands on that type of money and stuff and power. And you done traded that stuff in for a goddamn a Korean car. I ain't saying that the cars ain't nice and stuff, but they just started making them though. You know, that's just like me going over there to Saudi and somebody say, "Hey Nardo, I want you to date my daughter. She come from the royal family. You know, our family been around for thousands of years." And just say I just said I didn't want to. I wanted to talk to some mixed girl, and she's the only girl of her kind. You know what I mean? She just came around and stuff like that. Her mom and daddy only got one child. You know what I'm saying? You see, do that make a lot of sense? You know what I'm saying? It probably do as far as like a physical attraction, but as far as a legacy, hell no, it don't make no sense. You finna trade in thousands of years of a legacy to date somebody that's just a spring fling? You see what I'm saying? So that's basically what they did. They traded in a legacy that's been around for 100 years for a spring fling with Hyundai. Sad, but it's true, like, yeah. Truly sad, it's really true though. You know what I mean? I kind of hate it. I hate it, you know what I mean? Cause I like that economy. I like the economics, and I like money and stuff like that. And I hate to see you give your money away. It's just like Hardee's. You know, I want Hardee's to come out and tell everybody, just go and tell everybody, how did you do it, Hardee's? How did you trade in Hardee's for empty buildings? How did you pull a Bojangles? That's what people want to know. We want to interview the maker of the thick burger. Interview him and say, why you be sitting in there? Tell us why you be sitting down in Hardee's. You supposed to be cleaning and cooking. How do you get to sit down probably most of the day with nobody. How did it get to that? How did it get that way? Because I remember when people used to go to Hardee's and all the time. People used to go to Hardee's, steak burgers, chicken and stuff like that. Why is there nobody at Hardee's? Like, never. Only time you might see somebody is breakfast. And that's it. And now they're down to probably 1 or 2 stores like that. So people want to know what the hell is going on. And we got to find out how to end that thing that they got going on. Like McAllister's and O'Charlie's, Steak and Shake, Checkers, Riley's, Shoney's, and Ryan's. Are you gonna let the society, without having another society come in and play defense against them, to run all your businesses out of town? Because whatever they got going on, they're only looking out for their own interests. They're not looking out for the interests of everybody. You know what I mean? Because some people need Hardee's to be around. Some people need Kmart to be around. You know what I mean? Everybody can't afford for Earth Fair not to be there. Everybody can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Some people need Kmart. You know what I mean? Some people need Hardee's. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So you got to find a way to play defense to stop them from making all them plays. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to start playing offense and stop letting them defend and stopping you from making plays. You know what I mean? Because you might not be making enough plays to keep your business going. You might not be making enough plays. And probably law enforcement, they probably gonna say, man, I gotta go to another city in another county. I can't continue to let these people be bandits and above the law like they doing, because it's not productive. You know what I'm saying? It's not productive what they doing. Because I'm gonna tell you, when I was the sheriff and the police chief, man, when I used to go like Tennessee and Florida, I used to like the women there better. I ain't gonna lie. It's just saying like they had more. I mean, they might not have been they might not have had as much cushion, but as far as legacy, they had more legacy. They had more businesses. They had more housing. They had more luxury. They had more places to stay. They had more vacation, more places to have a good time. You come to Montgomery, they gonna have you off in a croaker sack somewhere. Okay, stay here, don't move. Keep quiet so we can enjoy the victories of our spoils. Nah, baby, nah. I don't want to be ducked off hiding with some shit you done stole from somebody like a fucking chipmunk. You know what I mean? I want to be able to go out, with my name and my identification and go where I want to go legally. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of times people say, man, I can't live this life, man. I can't be down with this shit they doing in Montgomery, man, because you can't really be who you want to be. You know what I mean? You got to be ducked off, hiding, acting like somebody that you ain't to enjoy what they got going on. And it ain't hitting no shit. Because when you go somewhere like Pensacola, you go to Destin, they ain't doing it like that. I'm talking about they are who they are, and that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? What you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? If a woman tell you, look, shit, they got a house over here, a house over there, this car and this much money bank. That's what it is. You meet a woman in Montgomery, she got 3 or 4 IDs. You know what I'm saying? She spell her name 4 or 5 different ways. You know what I'm saying? She can't go on this side of town because baby daddy looking for her. She can't go over there because they got a warrant for her arrest. But she stay over here. She know this police that live next door. He got her back. You know what I'm saying? People get tired of living like that. Like, yeah, it's not exciting. You know what I mean? No, you don't want to be living like Bonnie and Clyde for the rest of your life. Like, yeah, for real. Because you see what it's doing to the society. You see what I'm saying? Look at McAllister's, ladies and gentlemen, Guthrie's. Look at these places, these institutions. What that place that you used to go buy those outfits and stuff from? Right over there by Home Depot. They don't even have that no more. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look how many Subways is going out of business. You know what I mean? Goddamn Rock Bottom, man. You see if something's at the Rock Bottom restaurant. And goddamn it, if the Rock Bottom closed, there ain't shit left. Like, that's what you got to realize. These are the things that start make you thinking. Goddamn, we got to do something, like, yeah. If Rock Bottom is gone out of business with shit, there ain't nothing left. You know what I mean? You would have never thought that Hardee's would have went out of business, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan's, Shoney's, Quincy's. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Quincy's? Ryan's? Ladies and gentlemen, how the hell you let Ryan's go out of business like that? How the hell can you let Hardee's can't go out of business? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a sign right there, like that. That's a fucking sign from the heavens, like that. Hardee's can't go out of business. Hardee's is invincible, like that. But they went out of business, like that. Man, that's a real sign for your ass, like that. If that ain't no sign, it ain't no such thing. Man, Hardee's been around for I'm talking about Hardee's been around, ladies and gentlemen, before you was around. You see what I'm saying? And you got the nerve to let them go out of business, like you see what I'm saying? You got to tell some people, man, I'm not going to pick it against everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because you can pick it, that don't mean I'm going to pick it. You know what I mean? Just because you can do a sit-in, that don't mean I'm going to participate. Because one day you're going to need them same people you picking against. You're going to need them. You know what I mean? You're going to need them, like, you're going to be in a rut. You ain't going to be able to get out of that motherfucker, like, you just ain't going to be able to get out of the situation, you know? It's sad, but it's true. Because you better believe this. When people get you where you say, okay, we lobbied and we fought and we picketed it because we want this business and this business only. Guess what that business gonna do when you got everybody else ran out of town? They gonna dictate to you how everything go. You know what I mean? First they was treating you like a friend, right? Thank you for helping us run all these businesses out of the area. We don't have no competition. Now they finna pimp the shit out of your ass. Why? Because you don't got nobody else to lean on. You see what I'm saying? And it'd be too late to goddamn talk about it. You ain't nothing else you can talk about. You was a dummy for doing it, like. Now they dictating to you everything. You can't go nowhere else and say, man, goddamn, they done poisoned me at goddamn Hardee's. Goddamn shit. Goddamn, now you ain't got no Hardee's to go to, you know what I'm saying? You done went to Guthrie's, you know what I'm saying? All these places. Goddamn. Now you can only go to that one place that you was lobbying for. You see what I'm saying? Sad, but it's true. So if they get some bad shit, you got to deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? If you understand how that goes,